moving on, I'm going to rank my top 5 players from week 4 in the Premier League. Check out ProSoccerTalk on NBCSports.com. I've got my full list of 20 player power rankings, so you can go and agree, disagree, whatever you want with them. But here's my 5-to-1 top 5, and then we'll have a quick chat with Andy and Nick about what they think about my selection. So number 5, I've gone for Mikel Antonio, scored a goal away for West Ham in that big 3-0 win at Leicester. He's a constant threat on the break. He's someone who I think kind of gets overlooked for the England call-up situation. And they asked him, what is he going to do over the international break now that he hasn't got much to do after that big display at Leicester. He said, you know what, I've got so many options. Could go to the pub, but I have a bar in my house, so I'll probably just have a few beers there. So great character, great player. And he is the main reason West Ham have turned things around right now. So he's number 5. Number 4, Ollie Watkins, scored a hat-trick for Aston Villa against Liverpool. Debut Premier League goals. Could have had 4 or 5. He hit the bar, played really well. And he seems to be bringing out the best in Jack Grealish and others. And he's that one forward that Villa really needed to stretch defences so that their best players can get on the ball and create. So what a signing from Brentford. Looks like a really, really good acquisition from Aston Villa, amongst a lot of good buys they've had this summer. Number 3, James Rodriguez. He remains in our top 5, very steady. 2 goals and an assist in that entertaining win, once again, against Brighton. Had a superb start to life at Everton. Really, he is the key for me to their top 4 credentials, if you like. Can they hang on? Can they go throughout the season and be, make the most of perhaps Chelsea or Man United slipping up, or even Man City, rebuilding? Can they be that team that just hangs in there like Leicester did last season and makes the most of a fast start? So James is great, makes all the other Everton players around him better. And I think he's going to be in my top 5 for most of the season, to be honest, lads. Number 2, Jack Grealish. 2 goals, multiple assists. Of course, ran the show for Villa, as he always does. Against Liverpool, what I liked was the fact that Watkins was stretching them in behind. Grealish, Barkley and McGinn were buzzing around together almost in unison. And he really has had the pressure taken off him, I think, with these new players coming in at Villa. And he has a new lease of life. So Grealish is in number 2. And then number 1, Harry Kane, 2 goals, an assist. His quick thinking, his creativity just rips Man United apart. And he seems hungry. He seems sharp. He seems like he's just, Andy said it before, he's benefited from having a long time off before Project Restart, not being injured for a while now. His vision continues to impress me, his hunger, his drive. And I think now Tottenham, sort of their form is epitomised by Harry Kane's rejuvenation, if you like. And he's top of my power rankings in the Premier League this week. So a couple of honourable mentions I want to say. Ben Chilwell, John McGinn, Heung-min Son, Abdoulaye Doucouré, Raheem Sterling, and Højbjerg from Spurs. I mean, you could have most of the Spurs or Aston Villa team after the last week. But, gents, anything you'd argue with there? Any other players you think should have made my top 5?
Sure. I have one, and it's a sentimental one because I like style. Guys, I think Alan St. Maximin is the most entertaining player in the Premier League.
For good
he
and
does,
for bad.
Yeah, human highlight reel.
Yep.
Steve Bruce almost has no choice but to just tell him, go out there and do your thing. But what I love about him is I do watch a lot of Newcastle. I got a soft spot for him. He wins duels. He gets stuck in, which you don't see a lot of stylish players like that do. Gets fouled all the time. And then this week on that left side, the numbers were insane. He only had 41 touches. 3 of those were key passes. He missed 2 passes, and he plays in the attacking third. So I think he's a lot of fun. He's the sort of player you love your team to have. I worry about him getting hurt because he gets fouled all the time. And Burnley's Ashley Barnes is now like he'll never make a team of the week for me. He could score 6 goals and I'd be like, yeah, but he's dirty. So that happened this week. ASM, that's my guy.
Fair play. Andy, anybody else you'd like to add quickly?
Yeah, I have no one to add. I would just like to point out that I'm very happy for Jack Grealish to have players of similar quality to him at Villa now. He just looks rejuvenated. Like it's a whole new life that he's now living with quality players around him, and he's not had it. And I just love when a player comes up at a club and gets to have success there and stays there the way that he has done. And had he gone to United or Spurs the way that he could have done, he might have gone there and done well, but it wouldn't have been the same story. And so just to have them kind of turn things around with their transfer business and the results they're getting right now, I'm very happy for Aston Villa.
There you go. There's the Premier League player power rankings from this week. Go to ProSoccerTalk and NBCSports.com to check out the top 20 and give me some stick about that.
Hi there, I'm Rebecca Lowe. Make sure you subscribe to watch highlights all season long and always join us every weekend at 7 a.m. on NBCSN for Premier League mornings. Plus, make sure you subscribe to Peacock Premium as well, where you can watch exclusively live 175 games and same-day on-demand replays of all 380 Premier League matches as well.